So I just want to share with you one of the sentences from the description of Yale by Press in the front of the book. We strive to offer affordable sliding scale works not available in major blood-sucking corporate bookstores in an effort to both undermine capitalism and save you some rent money. I don't know how many publishers have something like that in the front of their books. So where do we go from here? On November 16th of 2008, our president-elect, Barack Obama, said, quote, "I have said repeatedly that I intend to close Guantanamo, and I will follow through on that. I have said repeatedly that America doesn't torture, and I'm going to make sure we don't torture." So why do a 100 days campaign to shut down Guantanamo and to end torture? Our president-elect told us he's going to do that anyway. Well, I haven't been around all that long, but I've been around long enough to see that our politicians don't always follow through on the things they say they're going to do. No. I know that's shocking to many people in this room. And so we're going to D.C. Initially, at least, very much in the spirit of hope. In the spirit of hoping that Barack Obama is going to do what he said he wants to do. And our intention is to make it easy for him to do that. To provide the support that he would need to do that. There was a conversation between LBJ and Martin Luther King at one point where LBJ said to King, "I need you to go out on the streets and make the civil rights movement more possible for me to pass some legislation." And that's what King did. And we're hoping to follow in that tradition. And so our plans for the 100 days include this. On January 11th, which marks the 7-year anniversary, that's 7 years since Guantanamo opened, for 250 men who are still there. Many of them have been there for 7 years. I don't think I've been in New York for 7 years. It's a long time. From January 11th through January 20th, we are going to do a liquid-only fast for those 9 days. And we have about 40 people signed up so far to participate in that fast. And we'll start that off on January 11th with a procession that will go from the National Archives, where the Constitution is housed, past Obama's transition headquarters to the White House. We'll hold a demonstration there on the 11th. And then for the 100 days, from January 20th through April 30th, every day, Monday through Friday, we'll be in front of the White House. From 11 to 1, we'll be there, vigilant in orange jumpsuits, handing out information about Guantanamo, about this campaign. Every Tuesday, or every Monday night, we're going to be showing a film in D.C. At different venues and inviting people to come. Every Tuesday, we're going to be organizing groups to go lobby their congresspeople and congresspeople it makes sense to target on the issue of Guantanamo. Every Wednesday, we're hosting different speakers at different venues in D.C. Some of the speakers signed up already include Kathy Kelly, Father John Deere, Ann Wright, retired colonel of the military. We have many excellent speakers who will be joining us in the time. Every Thursday, we're going to have some act of either civil resistance or creative street theater. And we're inviting groups to come join us. We're inviting individuals to come join us. We have a home base. The Japanese Buddhist temple has opened their doors to us. There are 7 of us, some of us in this room, Matt Vogel, myself, are going to move down to D.C. in January, and we're going to stay there for the 100 days and work on accommodating these groups that are coming. Out of the 15 weeks in the 100 days so far, we have, I think, 12 of the weeks covered with people. And those groups range from 5 people to 20 people. And more people are always welcome and invited, and we'll help you. We'll provide housing and food, not for the fast, but for the rest of the time. And we hope and we pray that on April 30th, the 100th day, we'll be celebrating the closure of Guantanamo. We hope we could be celebrating that earlier. And at the same time, we know that there are over 25,000 people imprisoned by the United States overseas, and only 250 of them are in Guantanamo. And in some sense, Guantanamo is the best foreign prison that we run. And so we want to use this as an opportunity to make that connection. While all this attention is focused on Guantanamo, as it should be, it's been open 7 years too long, we can't forget that there are men in Bagram and in Abu Ghraib, and in Diego Garcia, and on Navy ships, and in CIA black sites that we don't know about. and there's no reason whatsoever that the rights that we have won for the men of Guantanamo shouldn't be extended to all people in U.S. custody. So that's part of our campaign. We're working with a lot of other groups, including September 11th Families for Peaceful Tomorrows, who I think there's a member here tonight, the Center for Constitutional Rights, the War Resisters League, of which there are a number of members here tonight. And we're encouraging other groups to join us in this campaign, and we're looking to connect with other folks who are going to be in D.C. So that's the sort of broad overview of the next step in the campaign, and what we hope will be the final chapter on Guantanamo, at the same time knowing that the work is not near over. So I wanted to end, and we'll have some time for questions if people want to ask any about the book or the campaign, and please feel free to hang out and eat and drink. But I want to end sort of where we begin the book. Witness Against Torture really started in a friend's apartment in New York in May of 2005 with a conversation. And the conversation was, I think, among 6 or 7 friends who got together and said, you know, let's put everything on the table and say, let's not worry about consequences. How are we going to respond to the war on terror? What can we do? And over those conversations and over many weekends, we decided to focus our efforts on Guantanamo. The apartment was our friend Elmer Moss's, and the dedication of the book reads this. This book is dedicated to Elmer Moss, musician, mentor, and Plowshares activist, visionary, and friend. It was in Elmer's 138th Street apartment that Witness Against Torture was born. His lifelong commitment to nonviolence, justice, learning, action, and joy serve as a constant source of inspiration. This book is also dedicated to the memories of Mani Shaman Turki al-Habardi al-Uthaba of Saudi Arabia, Yasser Talal Abdullah Yaha al-Zirani of Saudi Arabia, and Ali Abdullah Ahmed of Yemen. These 3 men reportedly committed suicide at Guantanamo on June 10, 2006. We also remember Abdul Rahman Mahdi al-Amri, who reportedly committed suicide on May 30, 2007, and Abdul Razik, an Afghan man who died of cancer at Guantanamo in December 2007. We have carried their names and memories into actions, cell blocks, and courtrooms. These deaths drive home with singular power the crime and tragedy of Guantanamo. Finally, we dedicate this book to a future free of indefinite detention, torture, lawlessness, terror, and fear. And we hope all of you will join us in that effort. Thank you.